A statement and question. So I think we talked briefly before we started. My thing is still, I mean, it's kind of twofold here. First thing is, I think we have to continue to be vigilant and really be firm in regards to how we deal with racial discrimination as it relates to students and staff. Last year I taught at Laurel Elementary School, my first year teaching there. My predecessor was there 37 years, and I just happened to stumble across an old memo letter from the superintendent back in 1994. And no surprise, the superintendent in 1994 was talking about racial discrimination in the school. So I think it's something that has not gone away. We have to really continue to be vigilant, as I say, and I think we really need to figure out ways to address that. And also teachers need to understand that it's just not acceptable. Two, I would really love to see Providence, this city, thrive in regards to the arts. And I know the arts are not respected as much as the other subject areas. Me being a music teacher, so I'm a huge advocate for music education. I think we really need to see successful marching bands here, successful choruses here. And I know when I say this, people are like, oh, whatever, it's just music. But if you look at research, there's correlations all in research that shows how music improves test scores, math, reading, everything else. What's happening right now currently in the lab, I have a few colleagues who are currently in the lab formulating research around how music education is helping and how it will help and guide ELL students. I think we need to figure out a way to make the arts a priority. We have to. I can say this, and I'm proud. Last year at Carl G. Laurel, one of the elementary schools who probably get the most pet rep, it's like a one-star school. I took my course last year down in Coventry to a chorus festival where they were adjudicated by 3 judges. Mind you, I took Carl G. Laurel courses. Now this didn't get pressed, and it's fine. I don't want it to get pressed. Went down to Coventry. We were there with all the other schools from Barrington and all the other places. We got 4 out of 5 score. My choir from Carl G. Laurel. That score was equivalent to all schools in all these other affluent neighborhoods. What I'm saying is the students appreciated that. They'll never forget it. I know what students can do in math, reading, and language when they understand that music education is respected and funded well, and people are supportive of the arts. I say that not just because I'm a music teacher, just if I wasn't a music teacher. If you look at research, like I said, I think our practices, we are informed by research, and I think if we're going to be practicing, if our teaching practices are going to reflect research, we should really find a way to support the arts. I want to say that. And then finally, as a close, I want to say this too. As a teacher here, and music, I teach music, but one of the things I do, I make sure I do a lot of cross-curricular lessons. So my music lessons tie into history, tie into math. There's not a single music lesson that I teach that is not cross-curricular. So every music lesson I teach is going to connect to mathematics. Every music lesson that I teach is going to connect to language arts, because it's important. And my biggest thing for the students in Providence, in the inner city, is to get a quality education, to be literate. I'm passionate about it. So, and I talked before, we need teachers of color here. Plain and simple. And I can't say it no more candid than that. We need Hispanic, Black teachers in Providence. We need it.
Thank you.
I think it's key. Thank you.
Let me share some thoughts really quickly, and I think you're dead on so many of those things. What we've been doing over the years, we recognize those challenges, but what we've been doing is we've been sort of putting band-aids and really nipping at the edges. And I'll give you what I think is a great example. So we engaged the community. We had an all-in education forum, and we asked our young people, it was led by young people, and we asked them, what are the biggest challenges? What do you want to see us address? And they highlighted cultural competency among the teaching force and the staff. And so we invested $750,000 to create the school culture coordinators at every one of the middle schools. And by all accounts, these positions have been very successful. But I meet with them regularly, and they tell me, Mayor, this is important work, but you get inundated with challenges every day. You get pulled here because there's a fight. You get pulled here because you need to translate. You get pulled here because there's something going on. And it prevents them from doing that deep cultural competency work that we need. And so, we're making a little bit of progress, but what's needed is progress this size. and that's why we want to go this route. You mentioned the arts. You know, you're 100% right. Not only everything that you said, but we're the creative capital. We have so many creatives here in our community, and we just don't take full advantage of them. And you know, I'll be the first to own this. Admittedly, in the school department, we've made it very difficult in the past to provide those for people to get engaged, even willing participants. The avenues for people to get engaged have been just very difficult to navigate. And you know, it's bureaucratic, and you know, sometimes you know, you have a bad experience with the school department. You know, you get treated disrespectfully, it's a turnoff, you don't come back. So, you know, there's some deep structural work that we need to do, there's some cultural work that we need to do, but we're not allowing ourselves to take advantage of all of the great goodwill that's out there. Now, if there's any silver lining to all of this, is that now we have everyone's attention. Now, folks are coming out to talk about education. Folks are asking, what can I do? How can I get involved? And parents are organizing in a way that I've never seen before. And you know, again, I believe deep down that if in the next couple of years we build up a foundation of parent organizing and advocacy groups, so that every single school and district-wide, they are demanding better conditions, then that's what's going to make this successful over the long term. We haven't had that, but I'm optimistic about creating it.
Thank you.